the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance, and off we go from Lambeau. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. Yellow, 43.
Good. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
4-7's a mic, 4-7's a mic.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
There you go.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Bound to lose one. 55's mine, guys. 55. I got one. I got one.
Yellow.
Mike 55. Mike 55. You can't block.
Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go.
Second and 5.
11.
Check. Cross.
Stop.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's got Smith here. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
14's the mic.
Ready?
They'll run with Cook. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Hey, 4-1's mic, 4-1's mic.
They try again with Cook. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. This is caught. And he is going to be out of bounds well short of the pylon, and that will be a turnover on downs. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Quick completion here to Johnson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
55, Mike. I'm going to run you.
Drill green.
I'm going to run you over.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at his own 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's George.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
Our time. It's our time.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all
Slice move.
baby. You're all mine.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. That catch good for only a couple.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's fourth down. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when he left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 180. What is hot? 11 empty. Hot.
A give. This is Cook. Oh, nice move at midfield. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
180.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Get set. Hey, can. 11 empty, 11 empty. Hot.
And they go play action now. Burrow rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
A big play there on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So nothing doing there, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Nice, sweetheart.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. The point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long.
Check 55, Mike. Come on, baby. Come on, let's
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's George.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2. And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. It's caught on the right side, it's Smith.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 60 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Sliding out of the pocket. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
Let's go, G.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home.
Rip right, rip right.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit. Gun. Back. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Ready. Back.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's the fullback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Point after, up and good. And that makes it 21-8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Check slice. 97. Set. Go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go one more.
They'll look to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 6.
Go. Go.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Being chased out left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers at that situation, they really become magnified.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Thomas has got it, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Right there in the middle, 55.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Back to throw again. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive?
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. Oh, look at the juke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And this one complete to Smith. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. He's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Keep playing hard,
Here we go. 180. What is hot?
Let's get it.
Burrow will throw. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point safely through, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
My game. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Touchdown, Packers! Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Here we go now as they will again try for 2.
Hey, watch the lane.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Play action. It's Burrow. They'll roll him out right. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off around the 27. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
There ain't no joke out here right now.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mike 5-5.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Double dog, that's the way.
They'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Vikings are going to get the football back at their own 17. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
They run again on 1st down, Cook, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
41 Mike. Watch the curl.
Now it's Burrow. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller,
Cook stripped, the ball's out, and the Packers pick it up, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Hey, Blue. Watch 55. Red, cycle.
You're not ready.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
They're going to look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Oh, and this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go.
Steal, black.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Push him back.
On the ball. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap every hole that might be created in a running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
The Packers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Charge.
Watch the
Ready to go.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
4 down, 4 down. Check, check.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Here I come, here I come.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Let's go.
Yellow. Go.
3 on 3. Motion, motion, motion.
Mike 55. Check, 55, Mike.
All day, dog.
Blue striker.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Strike.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Touchdown, Packers. Michael Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
41 Mike. 180. 180.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 142 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11
Check.
Left side, Cook. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Smash, red.
55.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. DJ Wadham in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Hey, who we got?
Claws red.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Don't get nervous.
Hey, green.
55. Right there in the middle, 55. Here we go. Hey, check Mike. Watch it.
Looking to throw.
We ain't beginning to tear you up.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. That one looks like he'll throw here. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down.
Get set. 180. 11.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Steps away. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. He finds his man, complete. That's George. That catch good for only a couple.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Packers. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He'll buy some time right. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Here we go.
I'm here all day.
Here we go. 180.
On second down, it's Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, they continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 15-1 on the year.